the girl child in relation to the boy child in Nigeria and indeed in Africa, a culture that sees the baby girl as inferior to the baby boy. I stand here to say, but for the investment of my mother, my father died when I was 2 years old. She stood there like the rock of Gibraltar, poured her life into me. I am what I am today by the grace of God and the help of my mother. And if she had not done what she has done, nobody will call me forth today to give a lecture. She didn't go to school. She sent me. She poured all her life. And that's why now that she's in her sunset years, I want to just be there for her 24/7. Because she's a woman amongst many. Religion has proven to be another cultural factor limiting the outlook of the girl child. I don't want to talk about religion so much because it's my constituency. Everything that you consider negative in the church and perhaps in the mosque about dressing only focuses on women. They must not wear this, they must not wear that. And everything is just to limit them and put them in a cage. I stand there to say to you, there is more to a woman than her body. She has brain, she has wit, she has intellect, and there's nothing a man can do that a woman cannot do even better. There are other problems that I will leave with Dr. Obi, because I brought this lecture prepared, and I will leave it for your organization. There are structural causal factors. There are institutional causal factors. There are constitutional causal factors. There are leadership causal factors, because whatever makes a man to look at his wife and say is only good for the kitchen, for the living room, and for the other room shows you what goes on in the mind of a leader. Our president was standing next to the most powerful woman in the world and reduced African women to just the kitchen and the bedroom. I stand here to say, women are not chattels to be used. They are persons to be respected. If that was meant by Mr. President to be a joke, that is just an expensive joke that was uncalled for on the international scene. It's unnecessary. It was an embarrassment to even the mother that bore us and the daughters that we are raising. Their place is not just in the bedroom or kitchen. Their place is also in the parliament. And one day, who knows, that even in the... I almost said White House, but there's nothing white about this house. That the day will come that even the villa will be occupied by a woman in this country. Timely intervention. The right intervention must be guided by the realization that the Bring Back Our Girls campaign is symbolic. Anyone who calls this group a nuisance is a bigger nuisance. The demand to bring back our captive daughters echoes the demand to bring back the dignity, the potential, and the promise of the Nigerian girl child in every part of the country. It is the realization that the girl child can grow to become a strong and accomplished woman, contributing significantly to society as did our forebears. Forebears like Funmilayo Ransome Kuti, who was a torchbearer of women emancipation in our generation and contributed in no small measure to the independence of Nigeria. Forebears like Amina J. Mohammed, the first Nigerian Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations. Forebears like my darling wife, Mrs. Laide Bakare, the wonderful mother of my wonderful 2 daughters and 3 sons. She had raised giants in my home, and I'm amazed by her contribution to our family life. Forebears in the corporate world, like Ibukun Awosika of the First Bank, and quiet and solid achievers like Shola David Bora of Sambik IBTC. Forebears like T.Y. Bello, whose creative ingenuity has catapulted an Agege bestseller into a model. Forebears like Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, whose immense contributions to good and transparent governance and to the cause of the girl child remain an inspiration to many a young girl. Against this backdrop, we must craft interventive solutions around two principles. I'm told I have 1 minute more, and I will not belabor the point. But let me put it this way to you. I trust God that in my lifetime we will see a new Nigeria. And I want to appeal to you today, as the chair said, shine your eyes and stop cooperating with those who diminish you. Mr. President said a few weeks back at the colloquium of Bola Tinubu that Nigeria's sovereignty will not be compromised during election. Our sovereignty is not limited to election. We must tell you what to do for us. We are not just here to vote for you. We are here to demand what is ours and to legitimately tell you that you are our servant, is not the other way around. God bless Nigeria.
Are there women in this house?
And there, the keynote speech by Pastor Tunde Bakare, staying true to the theme for this year, towards a just and good society, renewing our commitment to the girl child in Nigeria. Important message for the young girls who are listening right now. We're going to be having a word from Chibok parents.